من حديث سعد بن أبي وقاص رضي الله عنه قال أعطى رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم رهطا وسعد جالس. That the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم, he had a raht. Raht, it's a word when we call for the number which is in between 3 to 10. We call them raht. So the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم, he was giving some people like a gift, and Saad radiallahu anhu, he was there. Maybe those people, they were new Muslims, or they were just, about to learn more about Islam. So the Prophet was giving them like a gift or a kind of support. And Saad radiallahu anhu, he was sitting. فقال سعد يا رسول الله ما لك عن فلان؟ قال أعطى رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم رهطا وسعد جالس وترك رجلا هو أعجبهم إليه. The Prophet skipped the person, he omitted the person, and Saad, he said, he was the most, I admired him the most. He was the best, in my opinion, he was the best of those rahat. So the Prophet Saad, he said, Ya Rasulullah, ما لك عن فلان؟ فوالله إني لأراه مؤمنا. Why don't you give that person, by Allah, I think he is mu'min. فقال له النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أو مسلما, say a Muslim, like do you think he's mu'min or Muslim? So the Prophet he just and he continued, and then Sa'd again, he came back to the Prophet and said, Ya Rasulullah, ما لك عن فلان فوالله إني لأراه مؤمنا. The second time he comes to the Prophet, why did you omit that person? By Allah, I think he is mu'min. فقال له النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أو مسلما. And the third time Sa'd radiallahu anhu, he came again and said, Ya Rasulullah, ما لك عن فلان فوالله إني لأراه مؤمنا. فقال له النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أو مسلما. ثم قال يا سعد إني لأعطي الرجل وغيره أحب إلي منه خشية أن يكبه الله في النار. He said, oh Sa'd, I give a person, and someone else is more beloved to me and dearer to me than him, but I'm afraid that he will, if I don't give him, he will fall in hellfire. What does it mean? It means that this hadith actually is full of amazing things. The first and foremost is you don't give judgment of Iman, because Iman is something that is hidden, you cannot see it. What we can see is Islam. We can see the Islam. Someone is praying, he's saying La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, he's born for family, Muslim family, or he's doing any action of Islam, so we can say this person is Muslim. That's what appears to us. But can we give judgment of Iman? No, this Iman is something in the heart. Yes, it comes in your action, of course, but it is basically Al-Iman is related to the ghaib, to the unseen. حتى أركان الإيمان مختلفة عن أركان الإسلام. The pillars of Islam, 5 pillars of Islam, all of them you can see. شهادة أن لا إله إلا الله وأن محمدا رسول الله وإقام الصلاة وإيتاء الزكاة وصوم رمضان وحج البيت. All of these things you can see. But look at the Arkan al-Iman, the 6 pillars of faith, of Iman. What are they? نؤمن بالله. Can we see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? No. وملائكته وكتبه ورسله واليوم الآخر والقدر. All of these pillars of Iman we cannot see. That's why the Prophet ﷺ corrected Sa'd. Don't give the judgment of Iman to a person. Say he's a Muslim. This doesn't mean that the Prophet ﷺ rejected he was mu'min, but he's correcting Sa'd in giving the judgment. This is one thing. The second is Sa'd radiallahu anh is correcting the Prophet ﷺ, or just is trying to suggest something. And this was the Prophet ﷺ. He wouldn't stop someone, or it means they could approach the Prophet. He was approachable. Not someone, he doesn't even agree or accept any kind of review to tell him, what you're doing. Maybe you skip that person, you object that person, why? And this is how the way of the Prophet with the Sahabah, subhanAllah, he would accept, he would listen, and sometimes he changes, like that happened in Ghazwat. But the Prophet changed the whole situation of the army because of the suggestion of one Sahabi who was not even from the big Sahaba, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And the third that we learn from this hadith is what? Is sometimes you need to give more attention to some people, you need to give them some special treatment, but this doesn't mean they are better. You know, sometimes Kareem may come to talk to me, and some other person comes at the same time he talks to me. So I know Kareem, inshallah, he will never get upset. He gets upset, but I'm just assuming. He will not get upset. He will stay Kareem as he is. He will never get upset and leave the masjid if I don't pay attention to him. But someone else might do that. If you don't give him full attention, you say, this imam is very disrespectful. I will not coming to talk to him again. And this happens. So sometimes you can give different treatment, not because this person is better than the other, but it's just for the kind of person, maybe his age, maybe something else, that you're trying to give him more attention or give him more money that the Prophet he was trying to give them, not because they were better than the man that Saad radiallahu anhu referred to, but because of what? He was afraid if he doesn't do that, they will get angry and turn away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's an amazing hadith narrated by Saad in Sahih Bukhari, which is full of the gems and the pearls of the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم. نسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى أن يجعلنا وإياكم ممن يستمعون القول فيتبعون أحسنه ويجعلنا وإياكم هداة مهديين ولا يجعلنا ضالين ولا مضلين. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم. جزاكم الله خيرا.